This is a huge off angle in a pest round. Normally you see the bait and switch on the long corner position or on pit. I don't know if Gambit checked this.
They don't. X7's going to fall, and Zoro's going to catch the info. Tap up the headshots, miss all the bullets. Gets that one headshot at long last. Can he get that second man? He struggles to do so. Shiro takes some damage, forcing back forward to try to catch Zori off guard. Meanwhile, the bombers get planted in the CTs from the B site. Will try to get those rotations in, but Zori just struggling to hit his shots. That ultimately pays the price for it. Axel comes in with a couple of decent kills of his own, leaving Ariel standing alone. 1v3, Hobbit to close. Gambit with a pistol win.
Now we know that in the RMR, Gambit was able to place very high with that first placement that puts them into the legend status, and that's going to be practice moving forward into that event, or is it? Slowy out for the long position, gets away with a couple of kills. You couldn't have seen that coming.
No, he's going to grab that AK, turn it in against X7, takes no damage from that engagement, got to grab that bomb and think about where he wants to commit. Could still rotate back out towards the mid control and try play the B site. Denying that one. So we go one apiece in the AKs. Can stay in to get a bit more firepower, so there is potential into round 3. Can't catch them. Flash is coming in. Ninters will tap the P250, trying to force Zori away. Bomb plant should get secured here, so it will be a 5v5 on the retake. Gambit find their best of options. And now trying to work in with the time stalling. HAVU have most of their players still held outside of the site. Only X7 is really close to position. His teammate trying to get up here, but utility on position. Hobbit gets caught off. Shiro can turn it around to a 4 versus 4. He's the only AK left in play, though, and now being challenged. Inter's out in the open. X7 can't get off the kill, so Nafani can come forward with his frag back. Slowly finally deals with Inters, but time is ticked very far away here. HAVU have one kit on Ariel. Zori's going to get Axel in the backline. Shiro comes up with one frag. Has he done enough here? Scout on Nafani doing his tag damage. Defuse kit on site. Slow is going to fall. I think he might have just done enough there. The tag's in, the time's low. Zori's running for it, and Gambit has stolen the round.
Isn't fantastic. Haven't seen an AWP out for Zori, and a couple of FAMASas to use.
Straight rush in again from Gambit, trying to get aggressive out towards that longhouse position. Arrow's going to get caught first and foremost. Fast plays, and Gambit again going to come out on top. X7's tagged extremely low, does get a kill before he ends up falling, but that still trades to the favor of Gambit. Zori's going to try and maintain a 3-on-3, and he will be able to do so, but no info on the next T-side player to face. Meanwhile, Shiro starts to act out towards the B play. No idea that he's got a player in car. That's Yemi with FAMAS out. Shiro can't adjust towards it, not looking the right way at the right time. And now it rests on Slowy to cut off the mid presence here from the bomb carrier of Inters. He cannot afford to go down here.
They might catch a timing on this short walk, and this is something we can expect quite a fair bit from Gambit. He's just catching timings and being able to find open space. Look at Axel. He's starting to walk completely out to the A site, and for the moment, HAVU have no idea that this play is possible.
It's a completely open bomb site as well. They're starting to get an inkling as to that might be in the case. Slowy's watching long, expecting someone to drop down from the short presence. Obviously knows that long's cleared out by Zori, who's going to get the backstab together. Now footsteps being heard will indicate that, yes, the bomb is going to go down towards this A site. And the retake does favor HAVU here.
Axel just looking for a pick, realizing 2v3, got to try and make a play. Inter's the last one left, gets picked off by Zori. That's a great round from HAVU. They're playing one player in the B site and a quick rotator that can come through from Slowy that's going to keep eyes on mid. Try and see if they can get X7 into some sort of damage, spam through the CT smoke.
Well, we'll do so, do damage to X7. But X7 comes up with the kill again. Now Slowy and Cole holding back with Yemi with a spray down. Hobby going to get caught next. Axel's tagged. Shiro is low. Axel trying to work this flank into the B site with his teammates coming in from tunnels. Ooh, good position from Slowy actually allows the kill to come in. Yemi's also going to get overwhelmed. So Gambit have brought us back to a 3-on-3.
Sloppy stuff there from HAVU, just getting out of position at the wrong time, and even Shiro's looking into these lower tunnels. They are starting to bring back a 3v5, and HAVU haven't managed a single pick since then.
I'm trying to flash the smoke their way into the site, but I think it's just suppression utility to get them back out of dodge. Ariel and Zori are going to consider the save call. Not in advancement positions, so yeah, they fall back, and it's another round for Gambit. The force forward with that AWP, Shiro just lands directly on Slowy. Didn't stand a chance. The accuracy and swiftness from the AWP flick. It's to be expected in this kind of a matchup here. Gambit know that. Do they know about X7's aggression, though?
This is the new change, right? With even trying to block up the mid picks, is you just go down there with a double boost and you're not smoking it. If you've got a class AWP, they're going to keep getting tags. They're going to be able to get a pick every once in a while. And Shiro has been diving down into that suicide position pretty much every round, other than when he's got a good long spawn.
X7 holding close. They don't know. He gets one kill for it. Only one kill. Two trades back for Nafani and Axel. Ariel and Yemi separated towards mid and the A site in long control, and the flashbang just keeps Ariel completely blinded. Axel with the pick, and Yemi stands alone in a safe position. There's no way he wins this 1v4.
Even getting out to the B site might be an issue. If that AWP is posted on the doors, then getting back over to B is going to be difficult. Shiro, of course he hits that. Of course he hits the flick. No problem whatsoever. 8 on for Gambit. That's a quick rotate for the T-sides. Getting out for that short position straight away. They've got to get an entry down to X7. Off angle to the right-hand side of this ramp position. They might not expect it. Now it's a 5-on-3.
Yeah, needed a flashbang to clear out X7. Hobbit can get slowy at least. Trying to get that double trade in. Day HP for X7. That nade towards Hobbit could catch him. He gets out of dodge real quick though. And now HAVU put a lot of presence here on short, and Ariel's going to be on for an easy receival of Hobbit. Nice kill. And a smoke down to suppress even further. With 17 seconds left, Gambit have got to push forward of that or find a new way back in. Shiro will catch off Yemi in the net mid control. Meanwhile, Inters falls towards long, so Shiro's the last man standing. 10 seconds left. He knows he's out of this. He's got to save.
And might as well go for damage. They've got so much money on this T side. Even another pick onto Ariel is going to be able to drop another one of those M4s, make it tighter on the economy state. Shiro's going to go back to the AWP.
Seeing Utility get thrown back down against his position. Gambit trying to indicate some sort of short play, but it's all a ruse. That one player will dive straight out towards the CT spawn in the midst of that smoke. He's trying to catch off X7. Can't quite win that fight. Shiro can, though. And the train on the slow. He leaves it all on Yemi to the B defensive. He tries his best, but transfers the spray to the wrong player, leaving Axel a simple second. Shiro a simple second as well. And Ariel, he's got to get out of dodge. It's just...
Nafany with the AWP, going to see if he can get a pick out to that site itself. And Zori just peeks straight into it, so that's the AWP falling.
Well, dry faces for both Gambit and HAVU in this one, and it's punished by Nafani. There's back some long control. Axel trying to work into that site. Smokes go down to the CT side, but so to the CT cross. Axel struggles to find X7. And Nafani can't do much here. He's going to try and draw their attention away anyway. Yemi's going to smoke down the tunnels in position, finding Inters as slowly gets Nafani. It left it all on Shiro. The AWP back up towards the tunnels position. Flashbang in, catches his man, and now smoke down towards the B doors to get the bomb plant.
Yeah, 1v3 clutch for Shiro. Just trying to see if he can bait in some of the peaks. He's hearing the footsteps of Ariel in those upper tunnels. He now turns it back into 2.
Surely he won't do this. Crossing back to big box, switching out to the M4. Tapping the plant once. Going to come from window, and he's not expecting it. And HAVU, I mean, to upset number 2 in the world, like...
Getting a bit ahead ourselves, I think.
Yeah. It would be a great achievement, and one you could definitely add to the trophy cabinet as like an honorary sort of, yeah, this is our trophy for beating Gambit one time. Shiro, USB's in, sees Slowy, gets that first kill immediately, just lurking in the midst of that smoke, and HAVU had no idea. Now getting towards lower tunnels, 3 more players to find. Does get overwhelmed by the numbers game, but now he has the info that Nafani and Axel can work with. Axel striking up towards top mid as Yemi falls towards the mid doors. 4-on-3 advantage, and HAVU thinking about where they want to go right back here into the mid control. Try to play out the A-site rotation. No smoke towards those doorways, so it's easy pickings for Nafani to get a double and a triple. Looking for Zori next up. He's got 2 players to find. Does drop Nafani at least, but still 3 more to get. 2 more to get. Not going to get into his back turn. Headshot found. Pistol round for Gambit. Gambit just splitting their forces. Wait for the execution. Wherever HAVU want to go, they've got to hold it down. Yemi prodding at the short control. It looks like it's going to be the short commit still.
This is a decent position to be able to get a lurk out from mid. There is 1 player to fall, and Hobbit's holding on ramp.
Expecting more players out at elbow. Does see Yemi, does not see Ariel. Drops down. X7's going to get Nafani meanwhile towards that mid control, but the bomb's been committed, and Zori's going to get his pick back in. Shiro does not last long either. Inters 1-on-4. Now, they get a taste of their own medicine. HAVU in this position all the time during their CT half. Will it come in fast or slow with their set piece execution? Nays back, flashbang coming in. Inters completely blinded. And still gets away with 1 kill on Yemi somehow. Nafani, his backup's going to fall. Inters trying to get out of dodge. And then the T-side players are pressing towards him. Deals with that jumping player. But X7 doubles up to bring it to a 3-on-3.
Now, Arrow's got a chance of diving into CT's board if he hears some of those CTs moving away. Eyes are going to be on. Is Shiro watching this? I think he is.
Yes, he is. He knows what's going on, but he pelled his attention away. Having suspicions that Ariel might still be out there, though he's going to close in the back lines. The AWP of Zori, meanwhile, catches the first contact to Hobbit. And now Ariel strikes, but just as Gambit make their way away from CT spawn, back up into mid and away for the save.
That was very smartly commed over from Ariel, that he's able to read that a couple of players are moving away. Doesn't go too quickly. Even trying to see if they can hunt down the AWP. They've got Ariel out to Longhouse. This could be a dead man for Shiro. Easy pick. Nicely done. 7th on the board for HAVU.
Got a little bit of a ways to go, but it's not as far as you might think. AK is coming in for aerial, going to try force forward out towards the longhouse position, dive in towards this pit control, and Nafani's going to get away with the kill. Axel follows suit on towards Slowy. Can't get Zori. That AWP flick is great, but it's a 2-for-1 trade for Gambit.
Yeah, X7 still hasn't heard any of those B players start rotating over to the long position, so he's going to have the idea that there's still going to be one in that site, and even for Hobbit playing down into CT, Shiro just dropping off after seeing the bomb, and another player in short.
Tags up Shiro and Hobbit, taking damage and getting out of dodge. There's Hobbit with his kill on towards Yemi, making it 2 players down for HAVU. Zori's extremely low, and just blind fire at the end of the smoke comes up with that headshot. X7 stands alone, at least gets that 1 frag, but needs a whole lot more.
And so much damage that's done in from Nafani on that top mid position. 4 HP for X7. He doesn't even have the bomb control. This just can't be winnable. AWP's already posted. Gambit up to 14. My goodness, you could see the way that Ariel's got his head down. He's trying to play anti-flash. He's trying to get into pit and think, right, I'm going to be able to get into pit, get into safety, then I'll turn around. There's already a pit player.
Oh, Inters fights on Zori, didn't quite catch him. The AK of X7 can strike a bit better towards B control this time. Flashbang in towards the CT spawn, suppressing those CT players. As the bomb makes way up to the B site, it's probably a safe call here. Gambit have got no chance, and Yemi's going to get exit frags on Hobbit. Kill in, X7 did fall to the hands of Shiro, but it's him and Axel to fend off the hunting tees.
Yemi going to get flashed over, swing out wide. Great pick. Knows even where the car player is now. So Axel's going to get hunted. There's players everywhere. Slowy's trying to keep pressure on. Axel's going over to the AWP. What a pick that was from Zori. You had, what was it, Inters playing on the B anchor. Looked as if he was going to swing out wide to get an easy pick onto the AWP, and it just doesn't happen.
Oh, Axel. He's getting a couple of exit frags here, trying to hold on towards Goose. He makes it a triple. Now Zori, the lone man left, going to continue hunting for him. Smokes up. Who's going to see who first, or will Zori just back off? It looks like it's a back-off play. Economy still not amazing here for the T-side line. It's even worse for Gambit. It's probably going to be an eco around his AWP. Oh, except for HAVU, they try to go for the hit. Zori evades the player in from window. Execution inbound, 20 seconds to the clock. Shiro's got to land the first kill first and foremost, and indeed he does. Get aerial, look for Slowy, do damage, can't find that frag though. Many more players to catch, and Yemi gives up the ghost. Slowy behind the boxes, not wallbanged out of existence. The AK of X7 strikes out towards the CT rotators, and looking back in towards long, takes damage. Inters comes up with his kill. Shiro needs this headshot, knows that Slowy's low, but can't land a blow. Gambit's still working in for this retake here.
No kit to work with. You'd have to imagine a pick needs to come in quite quickly. Walk up coming through, CT position, trying to be held. Hobbit falls to the AWP. The pick comes back and Slowy's the last one left. Have to try and see if we can just waste as much time in as possible. Gambit get the kill. I don't know if there's time for it.
No kit. Oh, it's going to be close. Really close. Right. Yeah, I think you're right about that. It does go down to the last few ticks, but it will come through for Gambit. Missing against him, M4 doesn't catch the kill. It's a little bit better for the AK. AWP in with Shiro trying to hunt onto Zori. He's got one teammate back at car to deal with that long presence. Here's those footsteps, sees that jump facer, but can't land the blind shot. Instead, is return damage from the AK, continuing to make some noise.
The backstabbing up lower tunnels.
Oh my God, you're right about that. Nafani creeping forward. He's going to see aerial at least when he gets Zori is back. No, to the mid doors. Neither player sees each other. Nafani can come up good with Hobbit training onto one. It leaves a 3-on-3.
Oh, and they lose the pick out from long. Now they have to commit to the B side. They can't go back out to A. Inters here in CT, and Shiro there to back him up. What a backstab play that was. The information gathered. Yes, it wasn't a lot of kills to come through with that from us. It was the bomb being dropped and the realization of what's happening in that round, Jay. Can't HAVU. Let's see what you've got. Finns are watching. The rest of Europe is watching to see what Europe can do up against CIS. Gambit on this T side looking to go stock standard. They've got a flash and a smoke to just go out for an Exy. Everyone in from ramp or that palace position to dive out.
Put a lot of weight on the shoulders there of HAVU. Dweg Ariel's going to immediately take some of that weight and apply it to Gambit. 2 kills on Shiro and Nafani. Headshots are plenty. Inters can get one responsive, but look at the CT South. There's 2 players on the crossfire here. Hobbit's got his back turned, killed him for Zori. Now the second man can strike, and Zori can double up. Try look for that triple, not quite as effective. Axel gets 2 to respond back at default. Needs to land his second shot. His third kill on towards Slowy. Flashbang over from the center of the site. Going to try and catch his players off. Sees them both now, knows what's going on. 23 HP though. He's got to land a perfect head. Seeing X7 spamming away, getting damage, but no kills. It's a pistol for HAVU. SMG for Yemi will be the limiting factor for HAVU. The M4s have an easy crossfire set towards mid. Nafani and Inter's full. X7's tagged, Hobbit's tagged. There, take some resistance out towards the palace control. Shiro does get that frag, so an angle for the bomb to get planted. It's still so far away, though. And if Shiro gets traded, Gambit might want to rethink their options. Axel caught out in the open. Zori's going to try to get this kill. If he can do so, that might set up the round.
Great picking for Axel that turns it into a couple, and that bomb is starting to make its way out from the apartments. Axel even picked you onto the short position. Slowy is down.
Aren't yet to come through for Hobbit. He finally puts it down. And Axel just waits here at Sandwich. Gets that kill for his triple. Another 4vx scenario to the favor of HAVU that looks to go awry. Slowy's even backing off from both bomb sites to save his weapon. It's the right call. Shiro's going to pop out with the AK in hand. The Ghoul takes fight, and the AK wins it in against Aerial. Molotov on towards default, should 4-6-7 away. He's solo HP, and Shiro gets his double up. Galil gets the frag on towards Zori, so Yemi and Slowy, last couple of players remaining. M4 trying to force forward, and Axel just cleans house, so not even giving a chance for that shotgun to act. Navani turns up towards the Galil. Axel makes it a double, and Gambit make it 2 rounds.
Axel's in a conversation for sure as being one of the best riflers in the world. Robbo was kind of talking about it just with the numbers alone, that every highest rated player in the world right now is an AWPer. It's going to be a Simple, it's going to be a Shiro, it's going to probably be an Elian that's going to be up there at crazy numbers too.
Axel's just going to get an easy kill. How long would he wait?
Cheeky.
Look for Aerial. Best call. Doesn't see him. He saw him now. Oh, good headshot. Comes up with the kills regardless, and Zori just didn't even see it coming. And that's the difference Gambit make. 1v5 for Slowy now. Does catch Hobbit at least, but the bomb actually going to go back into the apartments here because they actually left it out there. Slowy does here getting picked up. Shiro's going to flank him, though. So either way, I think his chances of survival are slim.
And if that was a double pony or a HAVU or a Lingby Vikings that did that, I'd be losing my mind, Jay, on just how sick that backstab is. When it's Gambit, it's just you expect these things. And you
Shiro's just hunting. He's waiting. Oh, turned away. Nafani's making noise. Shiro struggles to get that kill, but does come up with a frag regardless. Still got a bit of time to get before that point, but with the way this one's going, I just don't see much that HAVU can do to resist. Aerial dropping already in this half-by round. At least X7 gets that 1 trade, but it's 2 kills for the 1 responsive. X7 holds on to a triple overall. Hobbit's Nay gets him back to a 2 versus 2, and HAVU finding a bit more of a breath of life in this one. Is there anything more than this Deagle Slowy? Hobbit struggles to deal with him or Yemi. The AWPer Shiro has no problems, and Hobbit will eventually find his recovery pick. And T's try press up into the B site. We've got Yemi and X7, the 2 players held towards the B play area when Nafani come up with those trades out towards the mid control. 1 player burns alive. Nafani also falls back to area. Was doing a pretty decent job at holding down on this A site looking in towards short. Hobbit's going to be distracted as his teammates drop in from the apartments. Yemi catches Axel next. 2v4, making it 3 now as Inters will catch Yemi. X7 there with a responsive, and Hobbit just can't land these kills here. Wallbangs coming in. Sprays eventually come up for the M4s. And finally, a 2nd round for HAVU. Orp looking in, Hobbit gets caught by X7, shot missed out, but Zori does catch Axel in the end. So, 4v3, again favored a HAVU. Aerial sat on the dark, expecting more contact to come his way. Molotov going to try to force him out of the position, and finally leaves that bomb at the wrong timing. Oh, that's tragic there for Gambit. Advantage still remains for the CT. Shiro's here and connected though. Tech9 finds that first frag. Looks for Yemi as well. He's turned it around single-handedly. Where's Aerial at? Do they spot him? Does that AWP start peeking? Nades involved. The AK comes back to 1 versus 1. But Inters, with support from that AWP, allows a 10th to come through from Gambit. Oh, great adjustment for Zori and Aerial. Coming in against the likes of Hobbit. AWP back in, trying to look for Inters next up. Sprays through the AKs, not landing anything here. Blinded by that smoke. The boost up for Shiro gets his man, and now it rests on Aerial as a slight defender. Rotations are coming in a little bit slow from X7 in particular. Suspected there might be players still towards that mid control, but now got to focus on the slight defense.
It all comes down to this underbout member. Aerial has to be able to get a 1-for-1 kill. Gonna get flashed in, not gonna swing with it.
Molotov's in. Axel finds the wallbang headshot, and back to a 3v3 we go. And the HAVU gets so close in the last round of the half. Losing out like this is not where they want to be here. 20 seconds, swing up, enters, gets his kill. 2-on-2, CT's on, rotate, X7 and Yemi now spotted on the lineup spray. Not quite coming good for Shiro, they dropped that bomb. 13 seconds, the flashbangs turn away from, smoke back down to buy some cover. Enters can go for a plant. A bit open, forces out those sprays. Nades back in, X7 gonna get caught. 5 seconds, bomb plant's gotta be secured now. Yemi knows it, he's coming in real quick. Enters gonna try and force him out, but Yemi just waits patient. Well done from him to secure a third, a consolation prize for HAVU. They've got to get off start on the right foot, and then they've got to just carry forward from there.
Enters just trying to get an angle out from the bad position. Should get overwhelmed pretty quickly. Execution coming out. CTs need to be on rotate, and him and Axel are just doing damage. Nothing even getting picked. What is going on? We haven't seen a single entry for the D side.
Wow.
No one finds a pick. Rotations in so quickly. And when you think Enters is out of position in that hold.
Smokes in, face up with a FAMAS. Tommy gets his kill. Aerial follows suit to go down to Nafani. X7 with a responsive, and Nafani gets a double. Bomb dropped in his control. Slowing Yemi trying to act out towards the A side hit, but with their teammates falling in mid with the bomb in their possession, it's now going to rest on them to try clutch their way out of this corner. Slowly gets 1 and 2 frags. Edge of the smoke against Axel. Nafani now sits back top of the CPO box, and Yemi just can't quite get the frag together. Slowly now, 12 points of health, and a dream and a half, a clutch and a half. A miracle and a half to get back into this game with 15 seconds to keep HAVU alive. The incendiary's burning, the flashbangs coming in, going with the knives. He knows it's over. No point in trying. 16-3, Gambit 2-0 their way into the semis.
Easy performance coming through for Gambit today. And for HAVU, they tried everything they can. They started things off fantastically with that pistol round, and then everything after that just didn't happen.